So we're gonna start recording this video now. And I am gonna share my screen with you so that I can stay on task and where we need to be and get things moving along. So let's see, I just exited this. Oh, cancel. That's not what I want to do. So I'm learning with you guys. Let me see if I can just go to the next one. So let's stop this share and let me go here and escape out of this big screen. There we go. Okay, so share screen. All right, so this is our 14th annual Walker Middle School Awards Banquet. And while I certainly wish we weren't doing it this way, I think you will all be pleased that you attended. And you know, Miss Knowles, I got some surprises up my sleeve for you all. So we shouldn't be on here more than about an hour. I'm hoping. I think I'm already a little behind schedule. So, we didn't try this.
Wait, I can talk?
Oh, no, you should not be talking. I am going to have to share my screen and show you this kind of in this format without making it real big, because it doesn't let me make it real big. All right, so Mr. Corlew, would you like to speak, or would you rather speak at the end?
No, I'll just say a few words right now.
Okay.
I think Ms. Watson said a lot of what we're all feeling, which is that we really miss you guys. It is really awesome to be able to see your faces. Like, I knew we had this banquet tonight, but I didn't quite register that you actually get to see the faces of so many of our students. So that's been a pleasant surprise. And if it looks like I'm always looking away, it's because on my personal computer, my webcam's in the bottom left. So to see the screen, I'm always a little bit looking this way. We're so proud of you. Not only do we miss you, we're really proud of the way you guys handled yourself this year, as far as what you brought to the court or the field, as well as to our campus each and every day. The thing that stood out to me the most as I was reflecting on what characterized our athletes this season is your guys' perseverance. So whether the season ended with a championship or not, the games that I saw and the way that I saw you play just blew me away with how you guys persevered when it got tough. And there was no game that came easy. And I'm thinking, especially the girls' championship, you know, props to Coach Eric, because one of the things he instilled in you girls was just, it wasn't so much that you were more talented or better. I think that team was as good as we were, but you guys did not give up. And that was true of all of our athletes. I think of games we lost. When we lost, we didn't go down easy. We kept fighting. We kept swinging to the end. And so I'm super proud. I think that's the best thing you can have in an athlete and as a student, is to just have that tenacity to not give up. So I like that Walker Middle School is associated with that. And thank you guys for making us proud this season.
Thank you, Mr. Corlew. So a couple of things that I want to remind everybody of is that Peterson, you need to be, I see you, and that's not appropriate. If you want to watch the banquet, then fine. Otherwise, I can have you removed. So hopefully we won't have to talk about that stuff again. So we are going to now move on And so students, all the athletes, this is what I need to let you know when I share my screen with you. You are going to see each coach is going to, what the heck is that? Each coach is going to make a presentation and do a little speech. And then if you won an award from one of the coaches, those are medals and those will be mailed out to you. So if you are an 8th grader, on the day that Ms. Watson sends out the okay and tells you to come up and pick up your goodie bag and stuff that they have for you, your certificates and medals will be included in that. If you are a 6th or a 7th grader, yours will be mailed to you. So hopefully we have a correct mailing address on file for you. And I'm finding out that a lot of people have moved, and that's not a good thing. We are trying to locate some of you right now, making it very hard to have a successful banquet here when we have so many bad addresses on file. So this is, there we go. So I am going to now share my screen. This is the one I want. And here we go. We are going to start with girls soccer. And because I can't, for some reason, when I make it present, I can't flip to the next screen. So I'm just going to have to kind of hold it like this as we scroll through and see all the girls soccer team members. If you do not have a certificate, or if I spelled your name wrong, you need to please let me know at the end of the banquet. I will make sure I get that taken care of before we print these out. Come on. Why won't it go to the next screen? There we go. Here we go. Girls soccer. Hello there, Walker Middle School sports fans. So I'm here to announce girls soccer winners and talk about our girls soccer season a little bit. Unfortunately, I don't have all my notes from school. So the last thing I remember, we were 2-4 with the very last game against South Creek. So I don't remember and couldn't find anything where I talked about the very last game. So not sure on that one. However, we did have some outstanding accomplishments this year, and the girls need to be recognized. So I do want to say that our first 2 games of the season, we played Westridge and Freedom and scored a total of 7 goals. The year before that, I don't think we scored a goal all season. So that was just phenomenal job by the girls, and I really want to recognize their accomplishments. I know that during those 7 goals, Lesby scored some goals for us, Janika scored some goals for us, I believe Ranice scored goals for us this year. I think Deja scored a goal or 2 for us this year. I think Zora maybe scored a goal this year for us. So we had lots of girls step up to the plate and do a really good job. A couple other girls that I want to mention is, let me look here. I'm sorry, I have to check over my little list here. Zumari and Julianis, because they were brand new to Walker Middle School, and they jumped right in and joined the soccer team with not speaking a whole lot of English and me speaking zero Spanish, but they jumped right in and competed and came every day and always had a big smile on their face, and I really appreciate the hard work that they put in this year. I'd also like to recognize a couple of my defenders that played in the back row there. Zahra Home, Jada Jones, Michaela, Florine. You guys did an awesome job in the back row for us, protecting the guarding, helping to defend the goal. And that's kind of a thankless position at some point. So I really appreciate what you girls did. But let's see, I have 3 awards. We, you know, money's tight this year. I have 3 awards that I want to hand out. So it took me a while because this was, you know, it seems like forever ago, and I want to point something out. How many of you remember we had Hurricane Dorian this year and we had time off of school? I don't remember how long it was, but soccer season, the original soccer season got switched back because we missed some games due to a hurricane. And with all that's happened this year, I completely forgot about that. Anyway, so I have 3 awards to hand out this year. And the first one I want to give, I am calling it the Best Teammate Award. Soccer is, you know, it's running all the time. And a lot of times you don't get the ball, but you are still required to be in your position at all times. And it's not the easiest of things to do all the time. And when you're one of the smallest ones out there and one of the quietest ones out there, you definitely don't get the ball a whole lot. However, what I most appreciated about this young lady is that she served as my interpreter, and she just did a phenomenal job. Never asked, never complained, never asked of anything, but was always there when I needed her and when her teammates needed her. So my Best Teammate Award this year goes to Abigail Santana. Congratulations, Abigail, and thank you for all you did. I'm looking forward to next year. The second award that I have to hand out this year, I'm going to call that my Top Defender Award. And if you were to go back on my Instagram, you would actually see a picture of where our goalie, Zahra Jones, was able to, on the tip of her fingers, get her hand up on a penalty kick and knock it out. We would not have won the games, or we also lost 2 games in overtime, and we wouldn't have been anywhere close had it not been for Zahra back there guarding and defending the goal. Being a goalie is definitely not an easy job, and she just stepped right in and just did a phenomenal job, and we're really proud of her. So my Top Goalie Award goes to, Top Defender Award goes to Sahara Jones. And I have no idea what we're going to do next year because Zahra is an 8th grader and won't be back with us. The final award that I'm going to hand out, and I took a lot of time debating what to name this. I knew who I wanted to do. I couldn't figure out what I wanted to call the award because soccer can be an aggressive sport, but you got to kind of be a little bit, you got to be kind of slick on when you are being aggressive and not let everybody notice it so you don't get called for like yellow cards and things like that. And this young lady, number one, her size was always against her because she would just come in, and if she wanted that soccer ball, you weren't going to stop her. She was knocking people over all the time. And that's a good thing as long as you're on her team and not one of the ones being knocked over. So I finally decided to call it my MMA Award because this girl just never gave up, and she was our bruiser, and that's what you need. She played on the defensive end for us, and it just helped protect the goal for us at all times. And so this year, my MMA award goes to Ronice Berry. Congratulations, Ronice, Zahara, and Abigail. And thank you for all you did for the girls' soccer team this year. Those of you that were 6th or 7th graders, please make sure you are getting your physical so that hopefully you can, you're eligible and keeping your grades up during this time, and you can join us. Hopefully we will be able to have a soccer season and all of that this coming year. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to the next sport. Thank you. Okay, I am trying now to get it to not be that full screen like that. Zahara, Abigail, and Ronice, hopefully you are all watching. Congratulations to all of you. And that's not where I want. There we go. Okay, so I am going to, now we're going to move on to boys soccer. And those of you who have gone through this before, you know I am long-winded. But guess what? This year, because we didn't have track, guess what? I only coached one sport. So you don't have to listen to me speak again as far as coaching a team. So here we go, boys soccer. And this is moving so slow. We're gonna really quickly scroll through the boys soccer team members so that we can see all their names. And now we are going to hear from Coach Shears, and you are going to want to hear this one.
Thank you all for coming to this banquet. It's a fantastic banquet today. We have food, we have entertainment, we have trophies. Oh wait, this virus has stopped us cold. But I want to give a shout out to the boys soccer team that did a fantastic job this year. Coach Milton's ready again for next year. As soon as we get rid of this virus, we're going to be ready to go. Coach Shears has got some dirt on that field, making it nice and playable, and we're ready to go. But congratulations to the boys soccer team. You did a great job, and I'm looking forward to next year.
That is our very own Coach Shears. We absolutely love him, and I certainly appreciate his humor in all of this. Now we're going to hear from Coach Milton. Come on, Coach Milton.
Hey everybody, what's up? This is Coach Milton here. I'm gonna do soccer. We had a great season with soccer season. I enjoyed really coaching you guys. Me and Coach Shears enjoyed coaching you and just being around you guys. It was such a fun season. We hope that you continue to, grow into great young men that you have been becoming and that you are. And we had just a good time coaching soccer. I had some great laughs and just a great time, even though Coach still learning soccer. You guys did an excellent job, and I appreciate you guys, and I hope you're doing well with your families and whatnot. I wish I could give everybody an award on the team, but there's only 3 awards that I can give out, and that's our MVP and our most improved and heart and soul of the team. So for our Heart and Soul Award, I'm giving that to Alonzo Flores. Alonzo Flores, man, you showed a lot of heart all the time. You gave it 100% all the time when you played soccer, and so I appreciate that. Look forward to having you next year because you're only in 6th grade, so I look forward to having you next year, so that's going to be awesome. Also, our most improved player was Roy Berry. Came out there knowing nothing about soccer at all as a basketball player, but actually competed at a high level, wanted to play like every position, and I'm just real proud of the way he came out and just competed, and that's just phenomenal. So that took our team to the next level with competing, so that's just awesome. And for our MVP, we're going to give it to Sanel B-Burn, Mr. Speedy, Wakanda Forever. Man, he's just excellent, Sanel, man, like, you just fast as lightning, and gave it 100% all the time, and I really appreciate that. So, guys, I really appreciate you guys, and we really had a good time, good soccer season, and I hope that you have a great time. Those who are going to high school, you have enjoy going to high school and whatnot, and those who are staying and coming back next year, we're going to have a great soccer season. So, all right, thank you.
All right, Coach Milton, thank you. So we are now, that is the last of soccer. Let me remind everybody again to please mute your screen. If you have not muted your screen, please mute your screen so that we don't hear all of you in the background. Congratulations to all the soccer players that won awards. And we are now going to move on to volleyball. And I am going to share my screen again. And we are going to hear, first we're going to look at the volleyball certificates. Somebody needs to mute your screen. Mute your screen, please. Girls and boys volleyball, we do them all together. Volleyball is a very specific sport, and everybody, the girls and boys, always practice together, which is what makes us such a volleyball powerhouse year after year.
I used to play this so much. If we start to upgrade this,
I am hearing somebody. Boys.
Patty, why don't you just mute it for them? Mute it for them.
Boys and girls volleyball. And now we're going to hear from Coach Daisy and Coach Shears.
Good afternoon, Walker Vikings parents and everybody else for our 14th annual sports banquet at Walker Middle School. Now, this is our first virtual banquet. Obviously you can tell because nobody's here but me and Coach Daisy. But we do want to make sure we don't forget about how successful we were this year in our teams playing at Walker Middle School. Being here for over 30 years, this has been the best sports program year we've ever had. It has been extremely successful. Both boys and girls soccer teams did fantastic. The boys volleyball team got to the final two. The girls basketball team got to the playoffs, and we didn't get to see track and field. But we're going to talk today about boys boys volleyball and girls volleyball. And we were so impressed by how well the teams played, and especially the boys. It was a fantastic year. And we're going to now give you the awards for girls and boys volleyball. Coach Stacy would like to read those off. And
for the first one, best server is going to be Giuliani.
Yes, sir.
For the second one is going to be Jada, best libero. And for most valuable player is going to be Z. Thank you, girls. It was a good season. I'm very proud of all of you. You did well.
And for the boys volleyball team, we still have some awards to give out.
It's gonna be best server for Raymond, best hitter for Roy, and most valuable player for A. Guys, I am truly amazed how you boys did this year. I'm so glad that I picked each one of you, and I'm very proud of you guys. Thank you for everything.
When we went to the finals, one of the coaches came up to me and said that, where'd you get this Abby guy? He is fantastic. And I said, he's just an incredible volleyball player, great skills. I really enjoyed watching it. We came that close. But I'm always there, just get me to the dance. You make me a very happy camp, and you guys did
Still,
that.
we didn't win, but I am impressed with everything that you do. I would not change anything.
Yeah, it was a great team. It was great chemistry and a fun team, and I really enjoyed that, taking us there. So thank you, gentlemen, for that, and good luck in the future at the high school level, girls too. Good luck at your endeavors, and stay with volleyball. It's a great game for the beach, and it's a great enjoyment. So we want to say thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, so that was Coach Daisy and Coach Shears, and we certainly appreciate them doing that for us. We are now going to move on to the girls basketball team. So here are the certificates for the girls basketball team members. And now we are going to hear from Coach Eric. Miss Grady warned me, when you get all those people on Zoom, it's going to go really, really slow. Miss Grady, you were right.
Hi, Walker family. Coach Eric here. Super excited to be a part of your 2020 virtual banquet. The girls did a great job this year and ended up winning the championship. A lot of hard work, a lot of time was put into our practices, from practicing on Saturdays and late night practices. The girls toughed it out, and they were able to call themselves champions at the end of the season. So I just want to commemorate and say, girls, I'm super proud of you. I miss you guys so freaking much. I hope you are being safe and doing all of the right things to finish your virtual schooling. However, I know you all are excited and you're wondering why Coach Eric hasn't told you who's the MVP, who's the Defensive Player of the Year, who's the Offensive Player of the Year. But before we do that, I want to let you all know that every last one of you girls did a great job this year. I can't begin to tell you how super proud I am of all the commitment you put in this year. I know I put you through a lot of tests and a lot of ups and downs, but you girls came out on top. So that's an amazing job. So you should commend yourself on a job well done. Without further ado, I would like to I'll start with the Defensive Player of the Year. This year's Defensive Player for the girls basketball side was Renice Berry. Congratulations, Renice. You are Defensive MVP this year. With the Offensive Player MVP this year, we're going to give that to Zahra Jackson. Congratulations, girl. You are this year's Offensive Player of the Year. And without further ado, Sahara Jones, you are this year's 2020 Girls Basketball MVP. Job well done, Z. When you was on the floor, you displayed everything. Not only when you was on the floor, you displayed it in the classroom. And number one is the classroom. So I just want to thank you girls for a great season. Hope to see you next season. And we're going to have a great time. We're going to continue to do the work. If you have any questions about getting work, anything, training, or anything, please don't hesitate to not call me. You all have my number. Parents, I'm so happy and I thank you for your support all season long with all your help and hard work. Your girls are champions. I hope you let them know every day, and I hope they let you know every day that they are champions. Congratulations, girls. I miss you so much. Have a great summer, and if you need me, you know how to reach me.
Okay, so now, let me see if I can get this to work and do what I want it to do. Okay, now what I'd like to do, girls basketball players. Everybody was on the girls basketball team. We have a surprise for you. Please go outside. We have a special surprise for you. Take your phone with you or your computer, go outside. Miss Grady, I think we're gonna start with you.
Unmute.
I can hear you.
I'm here. I'm here. I need Zahra to come outside.
Zahra Jackson, get outside.
So
Zahra
exhausted.
Jackson, Miss Grady's out here waiting for you.
Okay, I'm going to show the video. Lots of dogs here. All right. Yeah, you're on Zoom. Come on out, baby.
Zahra Jackson.
Woo! Zahra! Zahra!
Zahra Jackson.
Oh my gosh. You're not going to come look at the sign?
Woo! Go, Zahra!
Come on, come on.
We love you, Zahra. There's Mom.
Okay.
Where's Coach Joe?
Awesome. So come over here so I get a picture, you guys.
Okay.
All right,
Coach
ready?
Joe,
For anybody else here?
yeah.
Yes, come on.
Yeah, just hold it.
Miss Grady, Miss Grady, mute, please.
1 sec. Okay.
I am looking for, who is that? Deja!
It's all right.
Where is Coach Joe?
Sunday.
Here we go. This is what I want.
I know you don't want to take a picture.
All right, show us again. There she is, Deja!
They talk. They talking to you right now.
Congratulations,
Somebody else is
Deja!
talking.
What about?
Hey, Deja.
Oh, hi.
Don't worry about it. I hear it from her.
What's going on at Sahara's house?
I don't know. Okay. Bro, this is weird. Like, why did you guys go?
Zahara, you got something to show us?
All right, Deja.
Bye.
Yeah!
Girl.
Nice job, Zahara!
Yeah. Why are you crying, bro?
Who else? Coach Logan, you got one to show us?
No, nobody's home. Nobody's home.
Nobody's home. Oh my goodness. What about Ronnie's Berry? Where's Ronnie's Berry?
Yeah.
Coach Hurston, Roy, where is your sister?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Roy, where is Ronnie's?
Hello?
Ronnie's over there.
There she is,
Okay, what are you doing?
Ronnie's. Are you home?
All headed.
Yes?
Hey, girl, look at that girl.
Let me see.
I'm home.
Did you get your sign, Ronnie's?
No.
No, you better tell your brother to text Coach Hurston.
He said he's coming.
Jada! Jada! Show us your sign, Jada! Yay!
Say hi.
What's up, Walker?
Yay! We're so excited and so happy for you girls.
That's how
She still ain't get them glasses fixed.
You're welcome, Coach Hurston. When you get there, you need to let me know. Are you close, I hope?
More ugly.
I hope. Coach Hurston.
Are you bringing it on the house? You gonna put it in your
Okay.
Hey, can you hear me, Patty?
I hear somebody.
And it's Coach Milton. We're on our way. Remember, we had the wrong address.
Okay. All right. When you get there, you text me and we'll flip over. We're going to do boys basketball right now. So everybody can go back into the house. And so we can get boys basketball started. So I am going to
I'm not even on mute.
yeah, I know. You should be, though. Let me. Oops, okay. All right, so we are now ready for boys basketball. So here we go with boys basketball. Here are our boys basketball certificates. And we are first going to hear from Coach Joe.
Hey, to the Walker boys basketball team, I just want to say it was an honor and a privilege to be a part of the basketball team, to coach and mentor you as best as I could, whether that is seeing you in the hallways and giving you advice, and just kind of like trying to be an example to you all. You know, I did the best that I could, and I just want to encourage you to, you know, continue on and you know, if this basketball is something that you want to do, especially you 8th graders that are going to high school, just want to tell you guys to work hard, don't give up, and just really work hard, because, you know, your opposition, your opponents are going to be working too, so you need to work and you know, just get better, just follow and everything that me and Coach Hurston and all the coaches have taught you or tried to instill in you, you know, try to remember it and whatnot. And, you know, it's unfortunate that we're in this situation that we're in right now, but it is what it is. You got to push through it. And, you know, I'll see you soon and miss y'all. And most importantly, I want you all to stay safe. And, you know, more important than basketball, I care about y'all, and I care about y'all well-being more than anything that you could have done on the court, whether you were a star, whether you weren't, whether you were, that all doesn't mean anything to me. What matters most is that you guys are safe and that you all are good and your families are good, and I just wish you all well. Miss you guys, and I'll see you soon. So enjoy the rest of your summer and get ready for high school.
Thank you, Coach Joe. Now we're going to move on to Coach Hurston. I think I finally got this Google Slides thing figured out.
All right, this is Coach Milton. I'm back here with the basketball, talk about basketball. I mean, what can I say about the basketball season? We had a winning season. We lost our first game in the playoffs. But I enjoyed coaching you guys. Like, it was just a phenomenal group of young men. We had some great laughs in practice, some little bit of tears in practice, and we just had a phenomenal time. Myself, Coach Joe, which you should see his video. He'll have his video in there too. Coach Joe, Coach Dwayne, Coach Kevin. We all really enjoyed coaching you guys. This is one of the best groups I've ever coached as far as like just bonding with you guys, and I really enjoyed coaching you guys. I felt like the whole team just grew a lot as young men. Your hearts just became like the coaches and became just getting into the game and competing. And I hope that you take that with you in the rest of your life and whatnot. So I wish I could give everybody an award. Everybody deserves one, honestly, because you all brought a certain piece to the team. And that's what made us have a winning season that we did. But for our 3 awards, first award, I'm going to give to Jesse Guest for leadership, his leadership ability. Jesse Guest, man, you had great leadership all the time. You always contacted the players. You actually never even missed a practice. Even when it was a practice the next day that you probably didn't want to show up to because I was chewing you out about the game before, and you still showed up, even when you thought it was going to be a hard practice. And I appreciate your leadership, man, and you're just going to be a great, phenomenal young man. You all are, actually. The next award I give to Sanel B. Byrne, man, for our heart and soul of the team. Man, you are the heart and soul of the team. Every single practice, you never even missed a practice as well. Every single practice, you gave your heart on that court. You know, you gave it all you got. Always 100%. Went just full speed all the time, and we appreciate that. All the coaches appreciate you guys. And our MVP, which I had the pleasure of also coaching, 2 years, just like Sanel, coached you guys for 2 years, is our MVP is Roy Berry. Man, Roy Berry, what can I say about you, man? You are phenomenal, young man. Like, just the mindset you have to compete. So never, give up on that mindset that you have. Never forget that. Like, keep going at it. Keep trying to get better. You all need to keep trying to get better. So better each day. So I appreciate all you guys. I'm proud of the young men that you became so far, and I'm looking forward to seeing your bright future and what's going to happen in your life and the great things you guys are going to do. All right, it's Coach Milton. Check it out.
All right, thank you to Coach Milton. So the next part of our banquet is the Athletic Hall of Fame Awards. The Athletic Hall of Fame Awards are awards that we hand out annually to the best of the best. These are normally just 8th graders who get the majority of these awards. And normally we have a nice program that everybody can get, and the winners can see their names in the program. And obviously that's not going to happen this year. So I tried to kind of make the program on here. So the first award, and this isn't necessarily a Hall of Fame award, but Coach Daisy felt, Coach Daisy, Coach Logan, and I, and Coach Shears really wanted to reward some of our a Coach of the Year this year. So we, the write-up, as it would have been in the program, says Walker Middle School has a strong tradition of athletic excellence. We have 6 championship banners, well now it will be 7, hanging from the rafters in our gymnasium, and countless cluster championships. This continued success only happens with the guidance from a strong, dedicated, and committed coaching staff. So you can see on there our previous winners for Coach of the Year. And I think the best part of Walker Middle School is we don't only have the coaches that are getting paid. We have a lot of volunteer coaches who come back and help us out. And this year we are naming our coaches of the year, 3 of those individuals. So our coaches of the year this year are Christian Bernal, Luis Garcia, and Kalitri Zhao. And Christian, Luis, and Kalitri came to every single volleyball practice and have for the past 4 years. And their assistance to Miss Daisy on and off the court has been absolutely unmeasurable. And Daisy, would you like to unmute and maybe say something about these 3 young men?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, I am so grateful that I can have Kalitri and Lewis all these years.
No, wrong sign.
I thank you so much. I love you guys, and without you, I would not have the teams that I have. Thank you so much.
Okay, so Christian and Luis and Kalitri, I will, when things get better, you will get a little plaque, and your name will forever be in our Walker Middle School athletic program as coaches of the year for 2019-2020. We cannot thank you enough for what you have done and what you constantly do for the boys and girls volleyball programs at Walker.
Absolutely. I agree, Ms. Knowles. Thank you guys so much.
Okay.
I will miss Kalitri because he's not gonna be there next year, right?
He's gonna be going to college, yes, so he will not be there.
I will miss him.
Okay, so now we're gonna move on. Our next award is the Rema Lubin Student Athlete of the Year Award. And yes, that handsome young man on the left-hand side, that is our very own Coach Joe. And standing next to Coach Joe is Riemann Lubin. It dawned on me that a lot of you don't know who Riemann Lubin is. This Riemann Lubin Award is named after an individual. Riemann Lubin was a standout athlete at Walker Middle School, not only on the basketball court, but also in the classroom. During his 8th grade year, Riemann was instrumental in bringing the county a boys basketball championship. At that time, that was the first championship that Walker Middle School had ever won. And Riemann and Coach Joe were the backbone of that team. And more importantly, Riemann was a model student. So wherever he was on Walker, when he was at school, everybody looked up to him, and his character and the way he represented Walker Middle School made everybody proud. And so Coach Simmons, long ago, started the Riemann Lubin Student Athlete of the Year Award. And it is given to male or female athletes who participate in all 4 sports and have classroom conduct representative of the title student leader. So you can see here our previous winners. There are lots of them. This is Walker Middle School. This is athletic royalty right here. There are very few people whose names are on this list more than once. So, but there are some who are on here twice. This year, we have 7 Riemann Lubin Student Athletes of the Year. So the first one is Devin Antunes, Senef, whoops, going too fast, Ronise Berry, Roy Berry,
Yes.
Zahra Jackson, and Jada Jones and Zahra Jones. Congratulations to our Rema and Ruben Student Athlete of the Year winners for 2019-2020. The next Hall of Fame award we're going to hand out is the Davis Andrade Award.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, Coach Milton is texting me a bazillion text messages. The Davis Andrade Award is presented to 8th grade male and or female athletes who exhibit Walker pride and personify captain qualities, such as giving 100%, exhibiting a positive attitude at all times, and maintaining control of the emotional state of the team. This award was started in 2010. Another one that was started by
it's the wrong house.
Sorry.
Okay.
Coach Logan, mute. Coach Logan, mute. In 2010, the Davis Andrade Award was started in recognition of Davis's character and positive influence on the other athletes while at Walker. So you can see the list of athletes who have been awarded the Davis Andrade Award in the past. This year, we have one winner of the Davis Andrade Captain Award, and the award this year is presented to Miss Jada Jones. Congratulations, Jada. I know that you were solid all year long and always put your classwork first. You came into my classroom many times early in the morning to get extra help and do what you needed to do to make sure that your grades were on point so that you could continue and be eligible and live up to those expectations that your family set for you. And I want to share a little story about Jada. At the beginning of the school year, Jada was not put in my honors physical science class. And I went to her and said, Jada, I really think you need to be moved into my honors class. I don't think that the regular science class is going to challenge you enough. And she thought about it. I talked to her dad about it. I could tell she was kind of hemming and hawing, but she did it. And boy, let me tell you, at first it was hard on her, and she buckled down and did what she needed to do. Like I said, came in for extra help and all kinds of stuff. And I can remember when one of the tests we took, she got a B on it. And she said, Miss Knowles, I got a B this time, but I'm going to get an A on the next one. And sure enough, the next test we had, she did get an A. And I couldn't wait. I was waiting that morning for her mom to drop her off. And I couldn't wait to share the news with her and her mom that she had raised her grades. So congratulations, Jada. I'm wishing the best for you in high school.
Yes.
I love you, and I know you are going to continue to make Walker Middle School proud. Congratulations, Jada. Our next award is the William James Leadership Award. This award is named after our former assistant principal, Mr. Bill James, William James, who in 2009 was retiring after numerous years of service to Orange County Public Schools. Mr. James firmly believed that the student athlete was a unique individual because of the academic, physical, mental, and emotional stresses placed on the young people who choose to represent their school community and families. Like Mr. James, the leader did not have to be the most visible and well-known participant. So this award recognizes the other leadership traits such as cooperation, active support, enthusiasm, dependability, sportsmanship, respect, and most of all, a love of the sport. Mr. James, after working all day long during basketball season, you could always find him in the gym watching practices. Coach Milton and Coach Joe can tell you lots of stories about Mr. James because he was always there. A love for Walker Middle School like none other. The previous William James Leadership Award winners are listed there, and you can see many of you, the inaugural William James Award winner was Jessica Stafford. Miss Stafford, who substitute taught in my classroom quite a bit. Some of you might have had her. I know she, when I was going through chemo, she was my sub the whole time. But I know she was also back around Walker this year subbing some more. So Miss Stafford is a former William James Leadership Award winner, along with Miss Logan's son. I believe Bam Bam is on here, but I can't see, maybe, no, his name isn't there, no. Kennedy Logan is on here, Summer Logan is on here. Maya Jackson is on here, Kalitri is on here, so Luis Garcia, who was named Coach of the Year this year, is on here. This is an extremely prestigious award. This year, we have 2 William James Leadership Award winners. The first one goes to Mr. Senef, but I'm not even going to try and mess up his last name. Senef is our first William James Leadership Award winner. We are so proud of you, Senef. You are one of the most humble individuals that I have ever had the pleasure of being around. And my first time I met Senef was during track last year, and oh my goodness, it's one of the, I wish we would have had a track season this year so I could have seen Senef out there on the track to run. Just a tremendous individual, and Senef, we are super, super proud of you. Our second William James Leadership Award winner goes to Miss Zahra Jones. Zahra, I need to tell you, there was never a day in my classroom or anywhere that I saw you on campus when one of your parents could have been watching you and they would not have been proud of you. In other words, every second that you were at school, you were representing your family and Walker Middle School in a way that made every single one of us proud. And I am definitely looking forward to watching you continue to blossom when you are in high school. And, you know, I love you to pieces.
You can't read.
What do you mean?
Next, somebody needs to mute. Who's ever around a dog needs to mute. The next award we have.
I know, don't leave yet.
The next award we have to hand out is, tell them I'm texting you. So Coach Milton is telling me to slow down. So I'm gonna kind of slow down a little bit. So our last award for the evening is the Team Noel's Perseverance Award. And what I'm gonna tell you about this is when 2 years ago, when these 8th graders were 6th graders, when I was diagnosed with breast cancer and went through I went through a lot, we'll just put it that way, chemo treatments and radiation and 5 or 6 surgeries. It was a lot. And I continued to come to work as much as I possibly could. and it was not easy. And during that time, I realized, and it really opened my eyes to how difficult some of our students have things. And it gave me a whole new perspective as a teacher as to, because I saw what my son was going through while I was so sick. And I know that a lot of our students, a lot of our student athletes face tremendous outside, I don't know what you want to call them, obstacles, just things that, you know, for a lot of people, they'd maybe want to quit and just not want to keep going, or, you know, let their grades drop off or quit doing sports or whatever, just because it's just too much to deal with. And for me, when I was going through my treatment, my mantra was that God's got me, and I knew it was going to be okay. And so we've started this award. This award is annually given to a student athlete who has overcome adversity in their personal and or school life, but still finds a way to excel and move on. This student fights through difficulties to make sure and continue to be successful. And I am very proud to announce that this year's Team Noel's Perseverance Award is going to be awarded to Mr. Roy Berry. And I need to tell you a little story about this, and it's probably a good thing that I'm screen sharing because I'm starting to tear up a little bit. Roy, I want you to know how proud I am of you and how much I respect you for what you are able to do and what you continue to do. And what most people didn't see and what a lot of people never see about you is this side right here. This is when the girls basketball team won the championship. And afterwards, we were taking pictures of all of the athletes with their families. And nobody was crying until Roy came over to stand next to his sister after she had just won that award. And he started crying. And then she started crying. And then everybody else in that room started crying. And what that brief moment showed all of us is, number one, how much he cares for his sister and how proud he was of her for what she had accomplished. Now, mind you, Roy's a basketball player too, and he was fighting for that exact same trophy. And when he didn't win it, he was still able to share in his sister's excitement. And he was there right with her to celebrate with her. And you can see how proud he is of her. And Roy, I need you to know how proud I am of you. And it's not easy being the oldest. Not easy at all being the oldest. And you somehow, you were able to, you lead by example for your younger brother and sister. And that is most definitely something to, that I am extremely proud of you for, Roy. And, you know, I'm going to be watching you. When you get into high school, I'm going to be watching you. I promise. Coach Milton, I can't pause anymore. So here's what we are going to do. If you were any of the winners of the Hall of Fame Awards, please go outside. I'm going to start spotlighting people.
Do that. That's perfect.
Who said them first? Who am I going to first? Zahra, go outside. outside, please. Oh, there's Miss Brady. There we go.
Yes.
Zora Jackson, get outside.
Let's go, Zora. It's time. Zora, surprise.
You gotta run. Come on, Zora.
Run, Zora.
Why isn't your family out here with you?
There's Mom. There's Dad. Oh, yeah. All right, over here for a picture, guys.
I didn't ask you like that.
Okay, ready?
I'll say something to the camera.
Day and said there weren't any Walker Middle School signs in his neighborhood.
No, that's right.
We took care of that now, didn't we?
Yeah.
Hey, Zora, say something. Y'all say something.
Oh.
Zora, you want to say something?
Oh, you better say something, girl. Let's do it again next year.
Yes.
Zora, you gonna speak?
Zora,
Young Jedi.
Come on, Zora. I would like to thank. What would you like to thank? Come on. Coach Eric. Yes. And Miss Grady. And Miss Knowles and Mom and Dad.
Principal.
Come on, young Jedi.
Yes.
Early morning office visit.
Yes. Mr. Juan for teaching you math.
Oh my goodness.
All right. We are now going to
Let's go. Here we are. Hey.
we're gonna switch over to Coach Milton.
Okay, let me mute myself.
Oh, on the volume back on, Joe.
I got you, Coach Milton, spotlighting. There we are. There's Ronnie. Hi, Ronnie.
Hey.
We finally found where you live.
It's open. Hey, Paris.
Please. Where's Roy? Come on, Roy.
What's up, Barry's all three of them. Congratulations, man.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Where's their signs? Give them their signs.
There it is.
There's Danice. Roy, there's yours. Congratulations.
Don't start crying, Roy.
We need somebody to get a picture of them with those signs, please. Yeah.
Oh, trust me. We're in the picture right now. Good job, y'all.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing.
Congratulations, Berries.
All right, who else do we have? Zahara, where are you with yours?
Hey, have a good summer, y'all.
I'm trying to see all the videos. I forgot. Oh, wait a minute. Jada Jones, where are you? Let me see if I can find, where is Jada? Jada, come on, Jada. We're waiting on you.
I have to go outside again?
Yes, go outside again.
Okay, I'm outside.
Thank you. Where is your sign? There it is. Yay, Jada, Danice Andrade Award winner. Yay, Jada. Nice job, Jada. Zahara,
Thank you.
Outside, Zahara.
I'm outside.
You need to show us your you have your
you showing the video?
Oh my God.
Here you go.
There we go. Show us your sign.
Give me.
William James Award winners ahead. Yay! Yay! There she is. Yay! Sahara. Yeah. Yeah. Coach Logan, you have anyone to show us, or were your people not there? Let's see what Coach Logan has. Coach Logan, did you find anybody?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Devin moved onto Jordan, so we are struck out today, but I have Lewis and Christian in my house right now.
Lewis and Christian, yay! Lewis Christian, coaches of the year.
Lewis Christian.
Daisy says hi. Yeah, so but Christian's cousin with Devin, he moved on to Jordan, so I'm gonna give Christian the sign to give to Devin.
Okay,
I love you guys.
So make sure that Christian takes a picture for us and sends it to us.
Yeah, he will. He will.
Okay.
But nobody else was home. I knocked on the doors. I struck out.
So we had a bunch of people missing, but I certainly would like to say thank you to my wonderful helpers. This could not have happened without Miss Phillip, Miss Berries, Coach Milton, Coach Joe, Coach Shears, and Coach Logan, who were out there delivering those signs for us. And students, your address in Skyward should not be wrong. This would have worked much better if everybody's Skyward address was up to date. It's important to have an up-to-date address on file.
Coach Noel, can I say something?
Absolutely.
I want to say we really appreciate you and your vision for doing the virtual banquet. You know, even though we couldn't be together, this is still a very memorable moment for everybody, and a good idea to bring us all together. So this was awesome. Great planning and everything.
Thank you.
I agree, Hurston.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you all. I also would like to say thank you to, of course, Miss Pope and Miss Grady for, even though it didn't work the way we planned, believe it or not, Miss Pope and Miss Grady and I did practice Zooms many nights. It didn't quite work the way it was supposed to, but I certainly appreciate them. It was better than it would have been without their help. So to all you athletes, I just want to tell you, especially for the 8th graders, our mantra has always been, once a Viking, always a Viking. And you need to understand that wherever you are, whatever high school you go to, we are there watching, okay? And we will be there. And we love to hear from you when you get in high school. Yes, we get busy and things happen, but please send us messages, email us and tell us, hey, we have a lot of kids playing football. We don't have a football program at Walker, but you know what? Email us if you play football, boys football or girls flag football. We have kids that leave Walker and they go on, they become wrestlers. If that's whatever it is, they play tennis, whatever it is, email us and let us know, because your coaches have your back, and it doesn't matter what sport. We always have your back, and we love to see you be successful.
Amen.
Anybody else have anything they want to add? Look at all the people on here. We are so thankful for everybody for joining in. Athletes, your certificates will be mailed if you're a 6th or a 7th grader, and if you are an 8th grader, they will come in your packet. Oh, boys volleyball. Every boys volleyball team member gets a big medal for making it to the championship game, and girls basketball, you are getting big medals.
No, I think you're talking about us like in the car.
For winning the championship. And if you didn't notice, the banner, we do have I will let you know when we are able to get that displayed in the gymnasium, and we will hopefully have another celebration of all of you. So let me unmute. I unmuted everybody. I don't know if you guys muted yourselves or not, but with that, I would like to say this concludes our annual Parker Middle School banquet. I thank you all for coming. I love you. God loves you. Stay safe. Please, please, please stay safe. Does anybody have anything they want to say? Look at all your teachers on here.
Thank you. Thank you. We appreciate you.
Thank you. Appreciate everything. We appreciate you all.
All righty. With that, I am going to end this meeting. Thank you all for joining us. I will make this link available for people to watch.
Have a nice rest of the year.
Yes.
I really enjoyed this. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us, Miss Lewis.
Great job, Road Dog Warriors. Y'all did good.
Bye, Abigail.
I don't know.
Bye. Love you guys.
Bye.
Y'all, bro. Hold on. Hold on.
Sophia, unmute yourself, Sophia. Did you get your sign, Sophia? We never saw your sign. Sophia, go outside and show us yourself with your sign.
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
I didn't get one.
Oh, you need to send me your address, Sophia. You might have been one that moved.
Oh.
So,
okay.
Sophia, send me your address, because we've got a sign for you. Send me your address and I'll make sure we get it to you.
Okay.
Okay? I didn't forget you, baby. I promise you I got you a sign.
Thank you.
You're welcome, sweetheart. All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Bye.
Hi, Genesis.
He's not even saying anything.
Roy, tell your sister Miss Pope saw her.
Yes, I did.
Miss Pope saw her.
Girl?
She needs to get some work done. Miss Pope saw her.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait.
Misa.
Ronice?
Yes, I did.
Ronice? Ronice?
Ronice!
Miss Pope saw you, Ronice. Miss Pope sees you, Ronice. Please do some work, Ronice.
Okay. Okay.
Tell me how I saw Miss Logan. Tell me how I saw Miss Logan when I was going to the Y.
All right. We're going to log off now. Love you guys. Bye.
Bye, Genesis.